This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 16th ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Aggies will kick this away to start us off. Bringing it out, it's Moore. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He's running out of time here. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. And the first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first? Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Not exactly how this offense wanted this game to get started, especially playing at home. Big sack, loss of yardage, and now what kind of decision do you make here on your side of the 50 on 4th down?
The Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Handoff from the shotgun. Rivalry born in 1894, but all the twists and turns, the different conferences since then, so much has changed, but the Aggies and the Longhorns always seem to deliver.
Well, it's just so much fun to be able to see these teams playing and hopefully playing every year for many, many years to come because it's one of the great rivalries in the sport.
And they hand it off to the back. Inside the 35. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Looking to pass. It's Reed. He escapes the pocket. Cannot escape the pass rush there. Brought down for a short loss.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. It'll be a 26-yard attempt. Should be automatic. The field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. He cannot escape. It's a sack. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. The back in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for a man deep down the middle. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Oh, he can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway. But one of the star players on this defense couldn't make it. Well, Kirk, how sweet is it to have the Aggies and Longhorns back together? Realignment has cost us a lot of traditions in the sport, but this one, it's brought back together.
Yeah, thank goodness you have a chance to see these teams on the field together. We've missed the rivalry. It's so much fun and one of the great historical rivalries in this sport.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Scanning the field. It's Reed. Looking deep to the right side. He dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
The Aggies will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Back to throw. It's Manning. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. The shotgun running play call. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. On the ground, it's Moss. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense bring back. And the tailback's got it again. He's got the first and still going. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Back to throw. It's Reed. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets them up first down at the 33.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. With the catch, it's Moss. They wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Looking to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's Concepcion. They make the tackle, but nice gain. Sets them up first down at the 14.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Ball handed off. Running with purpose. Has a path to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Aggies. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 10, Texas 0.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Powers through.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this could really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Big throw caught on the left side. Longhorns offense is on the move now. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. To throw, it's Manning. Defense is coming after him. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. Bootleg looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Can they convert on third down to keep this drive rolling? It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
The Longhorns will try to keep this drive moving. And looking to throw now on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back, it's Owens. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D. Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
Scanning the field. It's lean. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That ball snagged for a completion. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Chris, that wide receiver screen came close to hitting a seam, but the defense is just flowing to the football too quickly, and they kept him to a short gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Moss. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. Grab down the middle. It's Concepcion. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
He shreds the tackle. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Breaking tackles. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
To the air, it's Reed. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
The back's got it. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments off what you learned from the first half. You come out and start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The incompletion makes it 2nd down and 10 from the 27. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Finds his target, and it's complete. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
There's a 1st and 10 play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Makes a quick grab. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Looking to chuck it again. Bringing pressure. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Extra point try coming now.
Is on for the extra point.
PAT is good, so the deficit now just 3, 13-10. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to 21.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. And that'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Using his legs. It's Moss. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And the Aggies will have to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Owens. Looking for his big tight end, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it on the move. He's got it with room to run. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, a second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Running back has it on the screen now. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route, and I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. It's a quick grab. Finding some room at the 25. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He's going to hand this off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Receiver in motion now. Back to pass. It's Owens. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Net kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And we are tied up now here in the fourth quarter.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Bringing it out, it's Owens. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Running out of time in the pocket. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
I like the call here
but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. Looking downfield, it's Reed. The pass rush closing in. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's fourth and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
The Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. Just able to get it away. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Then they find the end zone this time out. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off the play fake, looking to pass it. He'll try a pass here. Wide open downfield. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
The Longhorns are going to cash in here in the red zone. Looking to throw. It's Owens. The receiver makes the catch. Tackle at the 8 after the completion. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
This will be a challenge now. Second and goal, back at the 13. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught near the goal line. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
They come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on third down? Movement here from the tight end. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner choosing to field this one. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. We're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Dropping back, it's Reed. The ball is caught.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
That completion makes it second and medium. They keep him off bounds with a run. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. QB keeper all the way. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
You play zone coverage and the quarterback is patient. It's a tough play to defend. Nice job of waiting for the receiver to get into the window and then making an accurate throw.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They desperately need it. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Looks to the left, pass caught. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. It's a quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw an option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read. And then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. To throw, it's Reed. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. The crowd is roaring, trying to help this defense on 4th down. Oh, he did not make it. A big 4th down stop, a chance to claim the lead here, but it's a turnover on downs. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
Well, that's going to about do it, Chris. You head to the locker room, throw the wristbands to the crowd for the kids, maybe your gloves, maybe a towel. Get to share it with the home team and the fans. What a win.
Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.